It's time for another broadcast of the Brown County Hornets on BCHornetsports.com, your source for Brown County sports and more. Today's sponsors are All About Dance and More, B&N Trucking, Brown County State Bank, Cass Communications, Dear Western Grain, Double K Firearms, Farmer State Bank and Trust Company, Mount Sterling, Country Financial Agents Larry Grady and Jacob Giesler, L. Grady Realty, Farmer State Bank, Griggsville, Helena Chemical Company and Matt Held, Henriker Funeral Home, Henry Automotive, Cassing Lumber Company, Larry Dunn Accounting, Main Street Repair, Mount Sterling Implement, Mount Sterling Savings Center, Moreland and Devitt Pharmacy, Prairie Land FS, Ray Insurance, Renee's Place, Rustic Garden, Scranton Heating and Cooling, and York Tire. Now let's join the broadcast of the Brown County Hornets on BCHornetsports.com, your source for Brown County sports and more.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to BCHornetsports.com, your source for Brown County sports and more. Steve Surratt, Chuck Norcutt with you tonight from Pleasant Hill, Illinois. JV football tonight. We decided we'd travel down to Pleasant Hill here on Labor Day, do some labor and work on Labor Day and be down part here. I was asking what time you got off work. You didn't work today. You're a state worker. You didn't work today.
I get every holiday off.
So, but we're here in the Crow's Nest here at Pleasant Hill. Chuck, glad to have you on board to help us out tonight.
Well, thanks. Glad to be here.
And I tell you what, folks, if you didn't see the ball game on Friday night, Brown County won 35-6 on Friday night, and we looked really good. The only touchdown by Pleasant Hill was, I call it a fluke play. Essentially, Brown County, I thought, was trying to do an onside kick with just 4 seconds left on the clock. And what happened was it bounced a little high, and here was Kodiak Rogers, and when he got to the ball, he caught it in stride, full speed, and the next thing you know, he was past our wave, and there was nobody there to catch him. And that's a freak. That's freaky.
Yeah, the last few times I've seen that boy play, he's got it. He's good.
And so that was the score the other night. Our offensive line and defensive line played awesome the other night. Some of the stars on the defense was Chance Fuquay, Lars Rice. I mean to tell you, those guys were all over the field. And great play by our defense. Our offensive linemen and running backs did a good job. In fact, we named the whole team the players of the game. And that's because it was a total team effort. The other thing we saw was Nathan Zimmerman with about 130 all-purpose yards, 70 and then about 60. And then we also saw a couple of other, Seth Fisher caught a ball in stride for a 55-yard touchdown. Those are some of the highlights from the other night. You're listening to the Scranton Heating and Cooling pregame show brought to you by our friends at the Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling in Mount Sterling. They'll install Trane and Mitsubishi equipment, service geothermals, air conditioners, furnaces, heat pumps, and ductless mini split systems. Call the Comfort Man at 773-2626 or visit them on the web at comfortman.com. Want to thank all of our sponsors for making things possible. We'll come back with the starting lineups and the keys to the game after these messages.
Just like that, the kids are back in school, the summer's over, and we're back to doing homework in the evenings with our wonderful children. Nothing makes this scenario more magical than having a reliable internet connection to get all the homework complete, followed by everyone off to baths and bed. So after that dream is over and the kids are finally doing their homework, make sure you have a strong internet connection. Call CASCOM today at 1-800-252-1799.
Growers trust Prairieland FS to deliver top-performing hybrids and variants that promise the highest profit potential at harvest. Our crop specialists offer seed solutions and expert recommendations tailored to each grower's fields, utilizing cutting-edge productions from our highly respected brand lineup, helping you to maximize every acre. Contact your local Prairieland FS crop specialist today.
Dear Western Grain Service is your progressive feed and grain resource for Western Illinois. They offer a full range of feed products for all species and many grain merchandising opportunities with locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Western Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461 or on the web at dearwesterngrain.com.
Helena of Mount Sterling is a proud sponsor of this broadcast of Brown County Hornet Sports. For all your seed, fertilizer, and ag chemical needs, contact Matt Held and the professionals at Helena. Let them show you the best seed, fertilizer, and ag chemicals to make your farming operation a success. Call 217-653-0465. That's 217-653-0465 for Helena Chemical Company and Matt Held.
When it comes to your money, local is better. Farmers National Bank of Griggsville is here in the heart of the community, working where we live. We make sensible loans to our friends and neighbors so that we can help our community grow. Stop by and see our friendly staff and see what we can do to meet your financial goals. Located in Griggsville, Pittsfield, and Mount Sterling. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Brandon Kindhart with Double K Firearms. Have you ever been in a big box store and saw something you just couldn't live without, only to find out the employee has no idea what he's selling? You know, the same guy that was behind the deli counter the day before. At Double K Firearms, we treat you like family and want you to enjoy your experience while you're here. We buy, sell, and trade new and used firearms and much, much more. We offer an amazing selection and extremely competitive price. We would love to get you set up with whatever it is you're looking for, whether it's for hunting, recreation, or just adding to your collection. That's Double K Firearms, 212 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, or call 217-430-7523. And remember, always support local, and the best time to buy it's when you see it.
Steve Surratt, check Northrup here at Pleasant Hill, Illinois for JV football tonight. Pleasant Hill and Brown County on tap. Brown, first game of the year for both of these squads. And Chuck, we got a good night except for the sun in this crow's nest got a little intensity to it.
Yeah,
Occasionally we get a breeze. Maybe in a half hour or so when the sun gets down, it will look better to us, I hope,
Yeah.
and be a lot better up here. But we've got a good vantage point from up here and can see. I have to stick my head out to look at most of the field, but it's out here. But you're listening to the Scranton Heating and Cooling pregame show. Let's do the B&N Trucking starting lineups, and we only have Brown County's lineup right now. If we get the other lineup, we'll give it to you. Brought to you by B&N Trucking Incorporated, locally owned and operated since 1999 with a family-oriented, family values approach to business. If you need something hauled or want to be part of their team as a driver, owner, operator, call B&N Trucking. That's 217-289-3555 today. And so let's take a look at Brown County's starting lineup for tonight. Let's look at the defensive side of the ball first. On defense, one of your defensive tackles will be Jacob Lanning. He's a sophomore. One of the nose guards will be Marcus Perry. He's a sophomore. The other nose guard is Carter Moss. He's a sophomore. And at other defensive tackle is Mason Henry, a sophomore. Then on the linebacker core, you've got Gabe Blakely at your left, outside linebacker. Trevin Volk on your inside left linebacker. Briar Linover, a junior. We've had all sophomores up to this point. A junior here. He's one of the inside right linebacker. Ethan Lane, a sophomore, is an outside linebacker. Your corners are Mason Markert, a junior, and Hayden Howell, a junior. And then your safety is Colby Ward. He's a freshman. On the offensive side of the football, your quarterback will be Ethan Howell. He's a sophomore. Brody Woodward at one running back. He's a sophomore. Ezra Keokum is a sophomore. He'll be at the other running back. The fullback will be Luke Hedden, a sophomore. And then your left end will be Ethan Laney. Your left tackle will be Carter Moss and Mason Henry at the left guard, all those sophomores. Tristan Sergerson, a freshman, will be your center this evening. Your right guard will be Jacob Lanning, a sophomore. Marcus Perry will be at the tackle. He's a sophomore. And Gabe Blakely will be at the right end. He's a sophomore. We got to see some of these kids play the other night in the second half due to the score of the ball game. Coach Little did a great job of getting them in and getting them snaps. And I know you saw this, in the old WIVC.
Oh, yeah.
Chuck and I are old WIVC people. When it was Triopia, Route, North Green, Greenfield, Carrollton, and Calhoun.
Winchester.
And Winchester. There were 7 schools, and then you had to pick up a couple of other games to play on the schedule. When the WAC was still around, we could get some of those teams to play us because they had to pick up teams also. But I was in the first inaugural season of the WIVC. My junior year, when we went to state and got second, we were an independent. And then on my senior year, we were in there, but we only had 8 games originally scheduled, and we had to schedule Virginia on a Tuesday night. So we played Friday, turned around, played Virginia on Tuesday, and then played Friday night again. And so those are the early days, and since then we've gone to a north-south conference. Pleasant Hill is part of the south side. We're a part of the north side, and it's been ever-changing. Teams like ISD have come and gone. Route has struggled, but now they are co-oping with Springfield Lutheran. Last year they had 3 players. I haven't heard how many kids came from Springfield this year. Have you heard anything on that, Chuck?
I had seen something on Facebook, I believe it was. They were looking at possibly 30, but I seriously doubt they got that many.
Yeah, how long they'll stay driving over that half hour for practice and back at night makes for a long day. But again, those co-ops can be reviewed anytime.
Oh, yeah.
And so, there's been changes throughout. Co-ops have come and gone. Brown County, one of the only schools that does not have a co-op. Triopia co-ops with Meredosia, Virginia, and that makes for a pretty good co-op. And let's see, North Green does not have a co-op, do they?
Technically, 62 or 64, Whitehall and Root House consolidated.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, they picked up all the surrounding areas, Hillview, Patterson, Walkerville.
But they don't have another high school that comes in with them.
No.
Like Greenfield has Northwestern that co-ops with them.
I think the consolidation was a completely different deal.
Yeah.
This was, like I said, back in the early 60s.
Yeah, like Triopia I guess it was 60 or 61, the Triopia. Concord, Arnsville, Chapin became one school district. Carrollton does not have a co-op. Calhoun does some with Brussels. And let's see, looking up North Unity, I think it's off and on between them and Payson, whether they have Payson or not. Pleasant Hill does Western is in with them. Route, like I said, had the co-op. I'm trying to think of who else. Beardstown does not have a co-op. And so those are most of the schools in the conference. And because of things, it's been, they've had to co-op to get the players out. Now, Brown County, I think, has almost 50 kids out. 40-some-odd kids out this year. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I can remember Triopia days, we had 200 in our student body in high school, which they are lucky to have 130 now, and they got 50 kids out for football. Yeah. And so, getting those kids out, getting the tradition, and Brown County has quite the tradition, just like Triopia, Route, Greenfield, all the schools have good traditions. Calhoun, and the WIVC's been blessed with good football teams throughout its history, and it causes good football on Friday night, and something you ought to watch. We're going to take another station break, and then we'll come back with the keys to the game that are brought to you by Henry Automotive after these messages.
Main Street Repair and Terry Ham have the reputation of being the best at front-end alignments in the area. With 20 years of experience, Terry is the person that customers and auto repair professionals refer their friends and customers to. But alignments are not the only thing that they do at the Main Street Repair. They repair steering and suspension issues, install leveling and lift kits, repair and replace brakes and tires, do oil changes, as well as minor engine and miscellaneous repairs. Main Street Repair at 216 West Main Street in Mount Sterling. Call for your appointment today at 217-773-3848. Once again, that's 217-773-3848.
Cassing Lumber Company, your do-it-best quality paint dealer, mixes unique paint colors for any project. Bring a sample of your pillows, curtains, or other items, and Cassings will scan them into their computer. Mix your unique color of do-it-best quality paint and save the information. Need a special gift? Cassing's gift department has gifts for everyone. Cassing Lumber Company, hometown family-owned lumber and hardware store, supporting hometown schools and families for 45 years. Route 99 South, Mount Sterling. Call 217-773-2611.
It's Sarah Hoots here with AADM Dance Studio in Mount Sterling, Illinois. The AADM mission is to instill a lifelong appreciation for the art of dance within a safe studio environment. We will provide professional dance and tumbling instruction that encourages students of all ages and skill levels to excel to their full potential. The new season registration begins August 7th from 5 to 7 at the studio. 210 Pittsfield Road, Mount Sterling. 217-473-3970 or visit us on Facebook at All About Dance and More.
At Country Financial, we're more than just an office you may pass by as you drive through town. We're a part of your community and help support the programs that make our neighborhoods thrive. We take the time to get to know our customers. We know that every situation is unique, and our goal is to understand yours, so we can help you be confident about your financial security and your future. Call your local Country Financial representatives, Jacob Giesler and Larry Grady, today at 217-773-3591 to talk about how we can ensure that the future you're dreaming of is something you can proudly own, no matter what it looks like.
York Tire understands that there is never a good time for a flat tire on the farm or on your commercial vehicle. That's why York's eases your pain with 24-hour farm and road assistance. They can come to you with their on-site service truck and get your equipment rolling again. York Tire offers tires for just about anything that has wheels and can service vehicles large or small. York Tire, 501 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, right behind the FS Fast Stop. Call 217-773-3947.
Free medication delivery is a practice almost unheard of in the 21st century, but consistent with Moreland and Devitt Pharmacy's friendly small-town feel, they offer same-day medication delivery on all orders. Moreland and Devitt Pharmacies, family-owned with local employees with locations in Rushville, Virginia, Beardstown, and the Mount Sterling location, located inside the IGA. For refills, visit mndpharmacy.com or call 217-773-2020.
The Mount Sterling Savings Center, a customer-owned savings bank offering online banking from your computer or mobile phone, allowing you access to your account on your schedule. The Mount Sterling Savings Center is a proud supporter of Brown County athletics. Mount Sterling Savings Center, conveniently located at 201 West Main, the intersections of routes 24 and 99, is a branch of the Beardstown Savings located at 301 South Main. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
B&N Trucking is locally owned and operated since 1999 with a family-oriented, family values approach to business, offering tandem, hopper bottoms, dump, and van trailer hauling options for grain, fertilizer, aggregate hauling, and OTR deliveries, licensed and fully insured in all 48 states. If you need something hauled or want to be part of our team as a driver or owner-operator, call B&N Trucking at 217-289-3555 today.
Steve Surratt and Chuck Northcutt back with you at Pleasant Hill, Illinois, with Brown County at Pleasant Hill and JV football. Coin toss is going on out there right now. We'll give you the play-by-play on that. And it looks like I think Brown County won the toss. And let's see what's been decided here. Looks like Pleasant Hill will be on the south going north, and Brown County will be on the north going south, and they won the toss and deferred to the second half. And so it'll be Pleasant Hill kicking, or Brown County kicking off, and Pleasant Hill will be on offense first tonight. We started to try to get you the lineups tonight, and then I remembered some of the numbers changed the other night for the football game, and we've got some backfield information for you and a little bit of information based on what we saw during their warm-ups. We'll try to give that to you. It looks like Aiden Johnson will be their quarterback, and He is a sophomore, 5'10", 158 pounds. One of the other running backs will be Connor Heatherly. He played the other night. He's a running back and a sophomore, 5'10", 185. Cameron Bolton will be another running back. He's a freshman, 6 foot and 170. And wide receivers, Gavin Coy at 5'11", 130 sophomore. And hang on just a second. The young man, give me jersey numbers. We'll take a quick station break.
The Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling has been providing superior comfort to West Central Illinois since 1985. Installing Trane and Mitsubishi comfort systems and servicing all brands, the Comfort Man has the best equipment and technicians to keep your family comfortable year-round. Call the Comfort Man Scranton Heating and Cooling at 217-773-2626. That's the Comfort Man at 217-773-2626. Or visit them on the web at comfortman.com.
The Brown County State Bank is proud to support all the Brown County Hornets athletic programs. In fact, we're the only bank offering the Hornet debit card. Every time the card is used at a point of sale, a portion of the proceeds are contributed to the Brown County School. It's our part of our commitment to making them the best they can be. Contact the Brown County State Bank today to get your Hornet debit card at 773-3327. Brown County State Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Steve Surratt and Chuck Northcutt back with you at Pleasant Hill for JV football. Keys to this ball game tonight for Brown County brought to you by Henry Automotive. Call your ASC technicians, Doug and Darren Henry, for dealership quality auto repair and service at hometown prices. Henry Automotive, 773-9066. And they're going to start early tonight, Chuck. And you'll have to excuse us on the Pleasant Hill side of the football. The roster we have, they changed the numbers the other night, and somehow my changes didn't get put in the deal. So I'll give you the names the best I possibly can for Pleasant Hill, and we will make sure that the Brown County names are right because we know those kids. And we have a JV roster for them. Kicking off for Brown County is Colin Boylan, kicks it to the right-hand side over the outstretched hands of Gavin Coy. He's got the football now, and he tries to run toward the middle of the field, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Pleasant Hill Wolves at their own 20-yard line. And it's a little tough here to see.
Yeah.
And the markers are at least on the other side of the field, so we'll be able to do that. When I've been here before, the markers have been on this side of the field, and it becomes a little tougher to tell how much yards they gain and so forth. Chuck's doing our stats for us tonight. First time doing it, and as I told him, keep what you can, and the rest of it we'll make up. And so the shotgun formation with two running backs in the backfield for North Green, or not North Green, but Chuck and I have been talking about North Green all night in the old WIVC, and I'm not sure. Ball handed off to the first man through up the middle, and that's going to be number 36. And number 36 is J.T. Walston is who that is. And no gain on the play. 0 yards on the play for Walston is who that was. We did get that information. They'll set up again. They split one out to the left, two out to the right. Shotgun formation with two backs in the backfield. Quarterback is Johnson. He's looking to roll right and to throw, and he's going to be tackled on the outside corner by Briar Linover. The inside linebacker made that play, and that'll make it 2nd. And they lost 10 yards on that, so it's going to be a -10 for North Green. And
Pleasant Hill.
Yeah, I'm going to be in trouble all night. You got me talking North Green stuff down here. Pleasant Hill, it's going to be 3rd down and 20. 3rd and 20 for the Pleasant Hill Wolves. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Quarterback in shotgun, 2 backs. Given off to the first man through. No, quarterback keeper on a delay. I got fooled there. I thought he handed the ball off to Bolton on the play, but no, he kept it himself, and he lost some more yards. He lost 5 yards on that play. Going to take it back to the 5-yard line, and so it's going to be 4th down and 25. 4th and 25. Good job by the Brown County defense on this. Back for Brown County
I have to say, that was a good fake, though.
Back for Brown County is going to be 2 of our players. I'm going to have to end up pulling these sheets, Chuck, because I got to be able to see who's who.
Hayden Howell.
Hayden Howell and trying to look.
Colby Wart.
And Colby Wart back there. It's going to be to Howell. He's going to take it. He drops it at about the 50, gets back up with the football, gets to the 50, 48, and he is tackled. Going to be down at the the Pleasant Hill 48-yard line. Oddly enough, this booth, the right-hand side of the booth is at the 50-yard line.
Yeah.
And so it's a different point of view. I'm thinking, well, we're back at about the 30-yard line. Well, that's not the case. And so it'll be 1st and 10, Brown County from the Pleasant Hill. They're going to mark that the 47-yard line. And 7:36 left here in the first quarter. Coming up to center, that is Marcus Perry bringing them to center. Under center is Ethan Howell. Takes a snap, gives it to the fullback. That is Hedden. He gets a big run there, and he gets from the 37 or the 47 down to the 34. And the last I added, that was a 13-yard gain and a first down for Luke Hedden. Hedden in the backfield. He's at the fullback. Keokum back there and Woodward. Woodward in motion. Ball given up the outside. Woodward, the second man through, gets the ball. And we'll see how far that goes. What do you say? The 33 was where we started, and now we are down to the 19. 14-yard gain on the play by Brody Woodward on the play. Double wing formation for Brown County. Man in motions, Woodward given to the fullback up the middle, and a whistle is blown as Trevin Volk goes up, and they're going to call a penalty on that, and I think it's going to be an illegal procedure play. And they're going to mark off 5 yards on that, so it's going to be a 1st and 15. 1st and 15 for Brown County. Ball sitting back just inside the 15-yard line, or I should say the 25-yard line. Again, I tell you what, folks, you're always blessed when you play at home there in Brown County about how well the field is marked. Howell under center. Ball handed off to the second man through. That's Keokum. He's around the left-hand side, and he's going to get stopped at the, looks like 16-yard line. So call it a 2-yard gain. 2-yard gain for Keokum on that play, his first time running the football. And Briar Linover comes out, and Trevin Volk back in the ball game. Up to center, I got that wrong. Tristan Surgenson at the center position. Volk, Woodward in motion. Given to Volk up the middle. He hits the hole and then veers off to the right. And it's going to make it was a 2nd and 2. And I was wrong on that. They had a 5-yard penalty check, so that was a 7-yard gain on the play before. And on that play, Brown County gets 3 more yards for Volk. 3 yards for Trevin Volk on that play. Keokum got 7 on his. Under center is Howell. Hands the ball off again around the outside. And that's going to be Hayden Howell. Got Ethan Howell. You got Hayden Howell. I guess there's a lot of howling going on since we're in Wolf territory.
Looks like we had another penalty, illegal procedure for 5 yards.
So that's going to set us back, and it'll be 3rd down and just short of 11 yards. You can call it 3rd and a short 11 or 3rd and a long 10 as they come to the line. Ethan Howell under center. Man in motion is Hayden Howell. They give it to him around the right-hand side. He's got some running room, and he's going to get several yards on that play. Let's see, I'm going to say 1 plus wherever they put the marker at. 1 plus about 6. Call it a 7-yard gain. So it'll be 4th and short 4 or a long 3. You'll have to excuse us. We're not used to calling these guys. Yes, Woodward in the backfield. Keokum in the backfield. Woodward in motion. Handed to the fullback. That is our Luke Hedden. Let's see if he gets the first down. I think he's just a little short. They may call for a measurement on this. That's what they're calling for.
So all depends on the plate. Nope.
Nope, they're saying did not get it. And so the Wolves will take over on downs. It'll be, he got about 2 yards and needed 3 on that. Hedden got 2 yards. Usually Brown County fullbacks really good about picking up that first down. And so again, Johnson will take over a quarterback for the Pleasant Hill Wolves. 2 split out to the right, 1 to the left. Backfield of Bolton back there and Walston. Ball handed off. Quarterback keeper coming around the right side. He's got some running room. Straight arms. Tries to straight arm Breyer Linover, and Breyer had nothing to do with that straight arm. He says, you're going to the ground. But not before that the quarterback Johnson gains 5 yards on that play. Had a nice job by the linebacker to come out and make that play. You've got Linover and you've got Volk in the middle linebacker positions. Split out 2 to the left-hand side, 1 to the right-hand side. Shotgun formation, pro set. And Johnson waiting for the snap. Gets the snap and another quarterback option, and he's not going to get much of anything on this play. And so no gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5 from about the 15-yard line for the Pleasant Hill Wolves. I liked it with Brown County the other night. As the game got going on, they started running ends, different ends in and out of the ball game with the play. I think by the time the quarterback does that all during the game, he's tired. Surely you've got one kid that you can interchange.
I've said that for years.
1 split to the right, 2 to the left. Same formation as I've been calling the whole game. Johnson gets the snap. He's running around the right side. Looks downfield and in and out of the hands of Joshua James, a freshman wide receiver, 5'9", 135 pounds. Again, we apologize to you. We hope that the names are right, or we've got as many of them as we can, as they didn't furnish us with a roster or a starting lineup for Pleasant Hill. But the name of the station is BC Hornet Sports, and so we'll make sure that we get all the Brown County stuff right. Big Mr. Moss in the middle of that line on defense, Carter Moss. And they've been running away from him, and they've been running away from Marcus Perry in the middle. Ball snapped, and that's going to be Bolton that kicks that ball. And ball gets past Hayden Howell, and he makes the catch. Then there's a flag thrown. I think we're going to have probably a clipping penalty back here at the 41-yard line. They got the ball back out to the Pleasant Hill 46. And they got a flag. We'll see what the play is. They'll mark that off. If it's a clip or a hold, then it'll go from that spot, and it'll put Brown County deep in their own territory to start out this series of downs. 10-yard penalty. Going to put it back to just about the 31-yard line. And he never gave us a signal about what that penalty was.
I don't know what that straight hand signal's supposed to be.
He gave a straight hand signal?
Yeah.
Okay.
It didn't look like a block to the back or anything.
No. Man in motion for Brown County, and they're going to have an illegal procedure on the play. Man in motion was Keokum. Legal procedure, he might have moved a little early, or someone else did. Linover comes out. Back in comes Trevin Volk at the fullback position. They're running tandem back and forth there and not making Ethan Howe run back and forth to the sidelines. Double wing formation for Brown County. Man in motion is Keokum. Ball handed to Volk on the left-hand side. It was 1st and 15 because of the penalty, and now it'll be 2nd and call it 13, 2-yard gain for Trevin Volk on that play. And it'll be Hayden Howell coming in with the play, and out goes Brody Woodward. So it'll be Howell, Keokum, and Trevin Volk in the backfield. Ethan Howell under center. Goes back to pass the ball. Got a wide open receiver in Keokum down the right-hand side. He's got the ball at the 45 and finally knocked down at the 35-yard line. And the ball started on the 28. So my math says 22 yards plus about, let's call it 17 more, Chuck. So that is what, 39-yard pass play. As we'll give Ethan Howell, Ethan Howell credit of that on the pass and a reception by Keokum on that. Beautiful play for Brown County. Nobody there. If the ball had been out in front of him, he would have went all the way, Chuck.
I think so.
Ball handed up the middle to Volk. He's going to get first down yardage on this first play. I'm going to say he's got pretty close to 10 yards.
He may have 11 on that.
Let's see where they mark the ball. No, they're going to say just a little short, so we're only going to give him 9 on that. For using the decimal system, it'll be 9.5 yards on that, but we're not using decimals tonight. And for Brown County, Colin Boylan at one of the wing backs now. He's in motion, and penalty called. I believe it's going to be another illegal procedure on Brown County. Legal procedure on Brown County, so that's going to mark it back. Instead of 2nd and less than a yard, it'll be 2nd and 6 for Brown County. And the JV's kind of digging a hole for themselves, Chuck, in on penalties tonight. They already have, with 1:30 left here in the first quarter, no score on the Cass Communication scoreboard. Howell under center. Man in motion is Howell. And the ball is fumbled by the quarterback, and Quinn Saxer just happens to end up in his hands. And he's going to get about, I'm going to say, 2 yards on that. So it'll be 3rd and 4 with just 1:02 left here in the first quarter. No score as we go under a minute. Double wing formation. And it'll be ball handed off to the first fullback coming through. That's going to be Briar Linover, and he gets stopped. No gain. And it's going to be 4th down and 42.9 seconds left here in the quarter. And somebody took a timeout. I can't believe that. We'll keep it right here with just that amount of time left. So far, Chuck, Brown County would be moving the ball really well, but they've got, 4 or 5 penalties here in the first quarter of play.
We're at 5 penalties for 30 yards. That's
more penalties than we had the whole game the other night as far as total penalties, not total yards.
Hopefully we can get them calmed down and first game jitters.
Yeah, the halfbacks get a little anxious back there. That's usually what the illegal procedure is on, is a back moving just a hair too fast. A couple of those we had the other night was the back just being anxious. We had a couple of offensive line offsides, which is really unusual the other night. But again, the pullback from that game is that we only had 4 penalties. Normally for Brown County, it's 8-12 in that first game. And we're struggling usually because we put ourselves in a hole. And so it's going to be 4th down, call it 3 for Brown County. In the backfield, Trevin Volk back there, Hayden Howell, Ethan Howell at quarterback, and I believe Colin Boylan at the other wingback. It'll be Volk on a veer off the tackle, and he's not going to make the first down. He's going to be short. We're going to give him about 2 yards on that play. And Pleasant Hill will take over on downs, 1st and 10, with just 37.1 seconds left here in the first quarter. Brown County running the ball well. You take the penalties out, and we probably would have scored by now. But we've shot ourselves in the foot. We've been down as far as what, the 15? And
May have been closer than that. May have been around 11 or 12.
yeah, because we turned it over there.
Yeah.
On downs. Shotgun position, new quarterback for them. It's going to be Carter Dolbury. Carter Dolbury, the new quarterback for Pleasant Hill. See if they've made any other changes. Bolton in the backfield still, I see. And I believe, yes, still back there is J.T. Walston. So
he had that last carry and didn't look like he got anything out of it.
Okay. And so what are we calling? Timeout. They're going to let the clock run out. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. At the end of one quarter of play, the Cass Communications scoreboard says Brown County nothing, Pleasant Hill nothing. We'll be back after these messages.
When it comes to handling your taxes, ever feel a bit taxed? If so, why not give yourself some well-deserved tax relief and visit Larry Dunn Accounting. Larry and his staff have been helping clients with tax return preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, sales tax, and business consultation since 1980. Put their experience to work for you today. After almost 5 decades in business, their number one priority remains building long-term relationships. Larry Dunn Accounting, 443 East Main Street in Mount Sterling, or call 217-773-3400.
The Hendricker Funeral Home, located at 406 South Capitol Avenue in Mount Sterling, serving Brown County and the surrounding area for over 40 years. The Hendricker Funeral Home is a proud supporter of Brown County athletics. Jamie and Tracy Hendricker and their staff are proud of their attention to detail, the variety of choices and dignity given to each and every family they serve in their time of need. For more information, visit them on the web at hendrickerfuneralhome.com or give them a call at 773-3362. Once again, that's 773-3362.
Farmers State Bank and Trust Company Mount Sterling would like to wish the Hornets best of luck this season. A local bank with local people, local decisions, and local investments, the Farmers State Bank and Trust has been serving the financial needs of Brown County for over 100 years. Visit them today for all your banking needs at the main bank in Mount Sterling, the For Sales branch, the Timewell branch, or the branch located inside the IGA in Mount Sterling. Farmers State Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Steve Surratt and Chuck Northcutt back with you from Pleasant Hill. JV football tonight on BCHornetsports.com. Pleasant Hill with the ball. It'll be second down for them, 2nd and 10 from their own 25-yard line. New quarterback in the ball game for them, Dolbury in at quarterback. 2 split to the left, 1 to the right. Dual back formation. Flat pass out to Gavin Coy, and he's going to get thrown for a loss on that pass play, and it's going to be a loss of 5. Loss of 5 on the play. It'll make it 3rd and 15 for the Pleasant Hill Wolves. Nice read by the outside linebacker in the end that time to see that back floating back out of there on the screen. And they're counting on people not staying home, Chuck, when they do that, and everybody stayed home.
Yep.
1 split to the left, 2 to the right. Dolbury at quarterback. Handoff to the second man through. That's Walston, and he gets hit hard by Ethan Laney on the outside, but not before he gains, give it about 2 on that, so it'll be 4th and a short 13, 4th and a short 13 for Pleasant Hill. Going back for Brown County will be Hayden Howell and Colby Wart. Howell and Wart going back deep. The punter is going to be Bolton for Pleasant Hill. Ball's back. Kicks the ball. It's going to be a deep kick. It's going to be Wart catching it this time at the 48-yard line, their own, and he's got lots of running room. He's still on his feet. He's past their original line of scrimmage down to the 15-yard line on the play. Literally a 40-yard return on that for Colby Wart, and a nice job of evading people on that, Chuck, as
yeah, it was.
As he weaved and got out and was able to pick up some extra yards because of his movement on that. And so it'll be 1st and 10 for Brown County in Pleasant Hill Wolf territory from the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 15, backfield of Ethan Howlett, quarterback. It looks like Trevin Volk is back there. Ball handed to Volk up the middle. He's got some yards and finally gets taken down on the play. Let's see who brought him down. Try to give the young man credit because he picked him up and set him back down. Yeah, that was the Coy that set him down there.
So got what, 6 yards on that?
Got 6 yards on that play, yes. Ethan Howell under center, double wing formation, and we got Briar Linover in the fullback. Giving it to him, he tries to veer out on the left-hand side. We're going to see, I don't think he's going to get anything on that, so it's going to be 3rd and 4. 3rd down and 4 from just over the 10-yard line down to about the 9-yard line. 7:38 left here in the second quarter of this JV football game between Pleasant Hill and Brown County. Howell under center. Looks like Boylan in the backfield. He's in motion, given to the first man through, and that's going to be Briar Linover. And he got a few more yards that time.
He may have got a 1st down out of that.
Well, let's see where they marked the ball at. He needed 4. And they're saying 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal. They're saying, let's see, I'm going to give him 5 on that, and I think they're going from the 5. Briar Linover up the middle. He's going to get at least 3 yards on this play. Ball was on the 5. They'll mark it down to the 2. He's got 3 yards, so it'll be 2nd and goal from the 2 for Brown County, and they're knocking at the door. Nice running by our fullbacks. And again, those two are what I wouldn't call traditional fullbacks. They're running veers off tackle from the fullback position. Ethan Howell under center. Hands the ball off to Volk straight up the middle. He's chugging through, and they're saying touchdown, a 2-yard touchdown for Brown County. Brown County draws first blood. It's 6-0, and let's see if they're going to go for 2 or whether Colin Boylan's going to kick or not, or who's going to kick. It looks like Boylan's still in the ball game. And we've had some changes. Long snapper for Brown County, it looks like is going to be Tristan Surgenson. No, they're going for 2. Wishbone formation. Linover at the fullback. Second man through is Boylan. He's going to get the football. And let's see, did he make it in? Yes, he did. And with that, with just 6:33 left here in the second quarter, it's Brown County 8 and Pleasant Hill nothing. We'll be back after these messages.
The Ray Insurance Agency is an independent insurance agency in Mount Sterling. We offer competitively priced insurance products that fit the needs of you and your family. We specialize in personal, commercial, and agribusiness insurance products. So call me, Brad Casting, today at 217-773-3851 for a free quote and risk assessment. We are located at 128 West Main Street in Mount Sterling. Our phone number is 217-773-3851.
Just like a coach preparing their team for a new season, Doug and Darren, your ASC certified technicians at Henry Automotive, will make sure your vehicle is ready for whatever season is ahead. Henry Automotive provides dealership quality auto repair and service at hometown prices. Henry Automotive, located at 1157 690th East Street in Mount Sterling. Just turn north at the KC Hall onto Damon Road, drive 1.8 miles, and look for the big blue and yellow sign, or call Henry Automotive at 773-9066.
Steve Surratt, Chuck Northcutt with you at Pleasant Hill High School, where we're broadcasting JV football tonight. And Brown County scores on a 2-minute drive. It was Volk on the extra point, and who was the touchdown? I think it was Boylan. Ball kicked out of bounds by Brown County. Boylan doing the kickoff.
Yeah, it was Boylan.
Boylan with a 3-yard or 2-yard touchdown, and Volk with the extra point on that to give Brown County an 8-0 lead on the Cass Communication scoreboard. Ball was kicked out of bounds, and so Pleasant Hill will take over the football at their own 35-yard line. Brown County been playing good defense, Chuck.
Yes, they have. Very good defense.
Young guys, the linebackers have been playing extremely well. The outside guys have been containing. And so we've saw a lot of good things. And I want to remind people, the sports, I mean all sports, are very bright in Brown County for the next several years. One split to the left, two to the right. Same formation as normal. They just changed where the wide receivers. Ball thrown out in the flat.
That was almost intercepted there.
By Dolbery, and it goes in and out of the hands of Bolton on the play. Yeah, that just, if it popped just a little bit more, but it is too hard for where it was thrown and thrown in the crowd. And so it'll be 2nd and 10 for Pleasant Hill. Dolbery gets a play. He'll be back in. Let's see who we'll give you some of the other players for Pleasant Hill. Reese Thompson, a freshman. He looks like he's playing a guard position out there. Again, one to the left, two to the right. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to be got after just a 2-yard gain on the play. And getting him will be Jacob Lanning. For Brown County, makes a nice tackle from behind, and there was only 1-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9 for the Pleasant Hill Wolves, with the ball sitting at the Pleasant Hill 36-yard line. 1-yard gain. 5:56 left on that Cass Communication scoreboard clock. Brown County again leading 8-0 on the scoreboard. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. That's what I'll give you every time unless it's a change in formation. Dolbery in that shotgun. Looking, ball snap back to him low. He's going to run it straight ahead, and he's going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage by Moss and Perry at the line of scrimmage. I believe that's who the two people that got the tackle on that. He was going nowhere.
No, looks like he might have lost a foot.
He lost a full yard because it was a 3rd and 9. And so kicking the ball for them will be Bolton as they try to get their lineup set with enough people on the line. Movement should have been a flag. Ball kicked up high. And with that will be Colby Ward. He's going down the left sideline. He's got daylight. He's going to get a touchdown off of this. Bolton is the last man. It trips him up at the, I'm going to say, 3-yard line out there.
That's what I'm thinking, 2 or 3 yard line.
He is quick. And you know what? He's our backup quarterback on this JV team. He took that ball at around the 40-yard line, folks, and went down the left-hand side, and he was gone before you know it. Bolton, the halfback on the offense, ended up catching him on that play and dragging him down. They're saying the ball is on the 4-yard line. Ball's on the 4. And so they're saying restart the play clock. That's what that means. Ethan Howell under center. Wishbone formation for Brown County given to the 3rd man through. That's going to be Hayden Howell. And I think he moved it forward. We were going to go down from the 4. And it'll be 2nd down and goal from, I'm going to say, well, maybe he didn't get anything based on that. They're saying the ball's still on the 4, that he got no yards on that. Double wing formation for Brown County. Man in motion is Hayden Howell. Ball handed up the middle to the fullback. I didn't catch who was at the fullback that time. It was Briar Linover in at the fullback. And he got 3 yards on that. We're down to 3rd and goal from the 1. An opportunity for Brown County to score. My old coach, Mr. Kemp, used to say, if you can't get 1 yard off of your center's hind end, then you got a pretty poor line. And so I would call Ethan Howe's number and say to our center, let's get that yard. They give it to the third man through, and the ball stripped, and it's going to be Pleasant Hill's ball as the ball was stripped from the Brown County back. The back was Hayden Howell. He got the ball stripped from him, and it'll be Pleasant Hill's ball, and just like that, it's 1st and 10. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Pleasant Hill from their own 9-yard line. Brown County misses another opportunity to score there. And again, why I like the simple plays when you're in at that yard, Chuck. It less things to go wrong. 2 split to the left, 1 to the right. Johnson back in at quarterback. They're saying reset the play clock. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Pleasant Hill 9. Johnson gets the ball, tries to hand it off, but the halfback has already gone too far. Brought down on the outside by Briar Linover, but not before Johnson can get, we'll call it 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 from about the 11. Like I say, the marking on this field is, you know, we are, again, you get away from home and really see how blessed you are with how the Sting Squad takes care of that football field. And so I realize they haven't had a varsity game. It'll look different for the varsity game down here.
A lot of times when this Johnson boy's in there, it's hard to tell whether it's misdirection or missed handoff. He's
bad snap there, and Riley Roan almost gets him, and then he's brought down by Trevin Volk, and they're going to lose everything they gained on the play before. In fact, they're going to lose
4 or 5, it looks like.
5 yards. I'm going to say they lost 5 yards on that play, and it's going to be 3rd and 13. Ball's going to be down to about the 6-yard line. 3rd and 13, big down here for Brown County. If they could get the ball back down here, that'd be great for them. Have a change. Colby Wart's not playing what I call the center field position back here. The safety, Mason Markert, is back there in what we call center field. Boylan at a cornerback, and I'm trying to look to see who I think Hayden Howell is on the other side. Your linebackers are Ethan Laney, Trevin Volk, and a timeout on the play with 1 minute and 47 seconds left here in the half. It's Brown County 8 and Pleasant Hill nothing on the Cass Communications scoreboard.
A Rustic Garden ships home and garden accents coast to coast right from its location in Mount Sterling. The folks there customize each sale by painting unique and vintage colors to match the look of the home or flower garden. Shop A Rustic Garden.
Dear Western Grain Service is your progressive feed and grain resource for Western Illinois. They offer a full range of feed products for all species and many grain merchandising opportunities with locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Western Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461 or on the web at dearwesterngrain.com.
Steve Surratt and Chuck Northcutt back with you on the broadcast from Pleasant Hill. We see we got quite a few listeners out there to a JV game tonight. Perry Wilkerson being one of them. He's supposed to be at the San Francisco Giant ball game down at Busch Stadium tonight, at which, Perry, I hope that my Cardinals are beating your San Francisco Giants out there so that we can keep our lead in the NL Central. You can send me a score from down there if you'd like, if you're listening halfway close at the ball game, and to let me know how our volumes are in the ball game. So it's going to be 3rd down and 13, 1 minute and 47 seconds left here in the half. In the first half, here in the second quarter on the Cass Communications scoreboard, Brown County leading 8-0 in JV football. Johnson back at the quarterback position. Low snap again. He throws it out in the flat and throws it out in the flat to Walston. and Walston can't make the catch. And they did one thing they didn't do the other night, Chuck. The other night we had a lateral pass dropped, and nobody fell on it. And they ended up calling it an incomplete pass after a while. But I'm not so sure because there was no signal from the officials that it was a lateral pass. And if we had picked it up, we would have scored. And so we're down to 1 minute and 42 seconds, and it'll be 4th down and 13. And let's see, they're going to let, well, what are they doing here? I guess I can't see all of the clock.
They're punting here.
They're punting. Back is Howell and Wart. It's going to be Howell this time with the ball on the left-hand side at about the 36, down 2. He gets down to about the 31-yard line, about a 5-yard return on that as he waited for it to bounce. And just some things I would see there. Waited for that bounce. It can go any way. He had enough time to come forward and make that catch in the air. So Brown County will take over 1st and 10 from the Pleasant Hill 31-yard line. Minute and 32 left on the Cass Communication scoreboard. Brown County leading 8-0 over Pleasant Hill. New people in the backfield. Cole Beheimer back there. He gets the ball around the left-hand side, makes the cut. He's going to get at least 5 yards on that play, if not more. I'm going to say by the time they mark it, it's going to be about 7 yards. A 7-yard gain for Cole Beheimer. Well, call it 6. It'll be a 2nd and a short 4. Wishbone formation, Linover in the fullback position. Hayden Howell in there and Boylan given to Howell around the right-hand side. He's got some running room. I believe he's going to get the 1st down and more. He'll get the 4 yards out to about the 5th. Well, we're going to call it the 14. So he went from the 21 to the 14, 7-yard gain on that play. Be 1st and 10 for Brown County with just 47 seconds left on the clock. Ethan Howell under center. Pitches the ball outside to the other Howell. He's going to get a few yards. In fact, I think he's going to get over half of what they need. They're just about the 15. And the ball will be down to the 10. Well, actually, closer to the 9. It'll be 2nd and a long 4 or a short 5. 6-yard gain on the play. Ball is on the 9-yard line. And we've got 34.8 seconds. They're going to take a timeout, Chuck. We're going to stay right here. We're so close to halftime. Stay tuned for us at halftime as we'll bring you the Prairie Land FS halftime show. Brought to you by Prairie Land FS, a farmer-owned cooperative dedicated to providing all customers with the highest quality products and services. Your local Prairie Land FS, 104 West Railroad in Mount Sterling. Call 217-773-3911. And I tell you what, just about any time you can go in FS there, and they've got some fresh popcorn. They've got coffee. You know, in the middle of the winter, I think they just drink coffee and eat popcorn down there. John and the boys do a great job, though. They work hard in the spring, and they work hard in the fall.
Yeah, they do.
Go from sun up to sundown, and this last spring was really a strange spring for them. When they went, they went. Okay, it's going to be 2nd down, like I said, almost 5. With just 34.8 seconds left on that Cass Communications clock. Brown County leading 8-0. I see no messages from Perry Wilkerson. He's not paying attention to us. Man in motion is Hayden Howell. Ball thrown in the flat to Cole Beheimer, and that was way out of his reach on the right-hand side. And 25.9 seconds. They're going to call timeout on the play. And was that a pass play? Or was I guess it was a lateral pass.
I think it was a lateral pass.
And so they ended up losing on that at least 3 yards. And so it's going to be against Cole Beheimer will get the loss on that, as the play was out to him. being a lateral. And so they called the timeout again. They would like to score in this half. I'm not telling them what to do, but a quick pitch out to Hayden Howell worked pretty good here a while ago. I'd be interested to see that, or I'd be interested to see Trevin Volk a veer off of the tackle. Double wing formation. Beheimer, Hayden Howell, Beheimer in motion. Back to throw is Howell in the end zone, wide open. Was Gabe Blakely, and it was thrown over his head. So 20 seconds left on the clock. A nice design play there. Nobody picked up Blakely. He's standing there. We make a little better pass, even a short pass on that one. He can come back and get that ball, but he can't grow.
No.
And he's a pretty tall boy. If he can't jump and get it, it's pretty far over his head. And so it'll be 4th down and about 8 for Brown County from the 13-yard line. Double wing formation. Beheimer in there. He's in motion. Back to pass again is Howell, and he's going to he was almost get lost. Wide open in the end zone for Brown County is Ethan Laney. Nobody on him. And so that's going to be a 13-yard TD. Ethan Howell, Delaney. And the Pleasant Hill person gave up on it.
Yeah, he did.
Howell slipped that, planted his feet, threw the ball to the open man, and did a nice job there collecting himself. And so the Cass Communication scoreboard says Brown County 14 and Pleasant Hill nothing. They're going to go for 2, wishbone formation with Linover, and it's a quick pitch on the outside to Hayden Howell. And what did I tell you a while ago? That's the play I would have ran for the touchdown, and there was nobody out there with him on the quick pitch. And so it'll be 16-0 Brown County over Pleasant Hill here in the second quarter with just 11.8 seconds left. Just enough time for a kickoff is what they'll have. And so with that, we'll take a quick station break. We'll be back after these messages.
Just like that, the kids are back in school, the summer's over, and we're back to doing homework in the evenings with our wonderful children. Nothing makes this scenario more magical than having a reliable internet connection to get all the homework complete, followed by everyone off to baths and bed. So after that dream is over and the kids are finally doing their homework, make sure you have a strong internet connection. Call CASCOM today at 1-800-252-1799.
There's a difference between field experts and experts in the field. At Prairieland FS, we're experts in the field. Our crop specialists are trusted advisors, driven to maximize every acre and bring the latest agronomic technologies and innovations to your farm. Whether recommending the appropriate hybrid or variety, nutrient management for optimum growth, or advice on disease and pest management, our crop specialists are always focused on pointing your operations forward. Learn more at Prairieland.
Boylan makes the kick. Kicks it up, and it's going to be Bolton that's going to get the ball at about the 30-yard line, and he's going to be hit there and not going to get much past the 30, about the 32, and that was Sam Carr on the tackle there. Nice job by Sam Carr on that tackle. Another one of our kids that we'll see probably at a halfback position. And so it'll be 1st and 10 for Pleasant Hill from their own 33-yard line with just 4.1 seconds left. Again, we'll have the Prairieland FS halftime show for you. We'll take a quick break. Come back. Chuck will give us some of the stats from the first half as we'll take a look at that. Appreciate him being here tonight to help me out with things, and he can see how things are going on. Shotgun formation, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. And again, the ball kept by the cornerback. And Brown County recovers the football as it was lost, and they made a quarterback change again. That Dolbery was back in at quarterback. And so with that, it's halftime. Brown County leading 16-0 on the Cass Communication scoreboard. We'll be back after these messages with the Prairieland FS halftime show.
There's a difference between field experts and experts in the field. At Prairieland FS, we're experts in the field. Our crop specialists are trusted advisors, driven to maximize every acre and bring the latest
We'll take 3
agronomic-
minutes
Just
at
like
least
a
here,
coach
Chuck.
preparing their
All
team
right.
for a new season, Doug and Darren, your ASC certified technicians.
There's a difference between field experts and experts in the field. At Prairieland FS, we're experts in the field. Our crop specialists are trusted advisors, driven to maximize every acre
Who
and
had
bring the
our,
latest
rushing
agronomic
touchdown?
technologies and innovations to your farm. Whether recommending the appropriate hybrid or variety,
Our first
nutrient management for optimum growth, or advice on disease and pest management, our crop specialists are always focused on pointing your operations forward. Learn more at prairielandfs.com.
Just like a coach preparing their team for a new season, Doug and Darren, your ASC certified technicians at Henry Automotive, will make sure your vehicle is ready for whatever season is ahead. Henry Automotive provides dealership quality auto repair and service at hometown prices. Henry Automotive, located at 1157 690th East Street in Mount Sterling. Just turn north at the KC Hall onto Damon Road, drive 1.8 miles, and look for the big blue and yellow sign, or call Henry Automotive at 773-9066.
When it comes to your money, local is better. Farmers National Bank of Griggsville is here in the heart of the community, working where we live. We make sensible loans to our friends and neighbors so that we can help our community grow. Stop by and see our friendly staff and see what we can do to meet your financial goals. Located in Griggsville, Pittsfield, and Mount Sterling. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Brandon Kindheart with Double K Firearms. Have you ever been in a big box store and saw something you just couldn't live without, only to find out the employee has no idea what he's selling? You know, the same guy that was behind the deli counter the day before. At Double K Firearms, we treat you like family and want you to enjoy your experience while you're here. We buy, sell, and trade new and used firearms and much, much more. We offer an amazing selection and extremely competitive prices. We would love to get you set up with whatever it is you're looking for, whether it's for hunting, recreation, or just adding to your collection. That's Double K Firearms, 212 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, or call 217-430-7523. And remember, always support local, and the best time to buy it's when you see it.
Main Street Repair and Terry Ham have the reputation of being the best at front-end alignments in the area. With 20 years of experience, Terry is the person that customers and auto repair professionals refer their friends and customers to. But alignments are not the only thing that they do at the Main Street Repair. They repair steering and suspension issues, install leveling and lift kits, repair and replace brakes and tires, do oil changes, as well as minor engine and miscellaneous repairs. Main Street Repair at 216 West Main Street in Mount Sterling. Call for your appointment today at 217-773-3848. Once again, that's 217-773-3848.
Casting Lumber Company, your do-it-best quality paints dealer, mixes unique paint colors for any project. Bring a sample of your pillows, curtains, or other items, and Castings will scan them into their computer. Mix your unique color of do-it-best quality paint and save the information. Need a special gift? Castings Gift Department has gifts for everyone. Casting Lumber Company, hometown family-owned lumber and hardware store, supporting hometown schools and families for 45 years. Route 99 South, Mount Sterling. Call 217-773-2611. Helena of Mount Sterling is a proud sponsor of this broadcast of Brown County Hornet Sports. For all your seed, fertilizer, and ag chemical needs, contact Matt Held and the professionals at Helena. Let them show you the best seed, fertilizer, and ag chemicals to make your farming operation a success. Call 217-653-0465. That's 217-653-0465 for Helena Chemical Company and Matt Held.
Hey, this is Lance Grady with L. Grady Realty, Brown County's premier residential and commercial real estate brokerage. If you're in the market to buy, sell, or rent, we would love to work with you. You can check us out on the internet at www.lgradyrealty.com, find us on Facebook, or call or text me personally anytime at 217-491-0812. L. Grady Realty, local brokers, local office, local expertise. We are Brown County's leading residential real estate brokerage.
York Tire understands that there is never a good time for a flat tire on the farm or on your commercial vehicle. That's why York's eases your pain with 24-hour farm and road assistance. They can come to you with their on-site service truck and get your equipment rolling again. York Tire offers tires for just about anything that has wheels and can service vehicles large or small. York Tire, 501 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, right behind the FS Fast Stop. Call 217-773-3947.
Moreland and Devitt Pharmacy carries a wide variety of home medical and durable medical equipment in their normal inventory. If you need something not in inventory, Moreland and Devitt has equipment available in their catalog that can be delivered to the store by the next day with no special fees or shipping charges. Moreland and Devitt Pharmacies, family owned with local employees with locations in Rushville, Virginia, Beardstown, and the Mount Sterling location located inside IGA. For refills, visit mndpharmacy.com or call 217-773-2020.
Steve Surratt, Chuck Northcutt. I hope our loudness, I left the mics up by accident, didn't carry over in there. And we're at halftime. Welcome to the Prairie Land FS Halftime Show. They're a farmer-owned cooperative dedicated to providing all customers with the highest quality of products and services. Your local Prairie Land FS, 104 West Railroad Street in Mount Sterling. Call 217-773-3911. Chuck, he's getting his headset back on over there. You got some stats over there for me?
Yeah, I've got some pretty good stats here. Showing we had 99 yards rushing to the positive for the first half. 49 yards passing. We'd have had 53, but we had minus 3 yards on one of the passes.
Okay.
In the rushing department, we've got Woodward, 1 carry for 14 yards. Keokum, 2 carries for 14 yards. Hayden Howell, 3 carries for 13 yards. Hedden had 2 carries for 15. Volk had 6 for 24. He's our rushing leader right now. Saxer had 1 carry for 2 yards. Linover had 4 for 11. Beheimer had 1 carry for 6 yards, and Boylan had a 2-yard touchdown.
And so that's what we've got going on that side of the ball. We had 1 pass play that went for 13 yards. That was a TD. That was Laney and Ethan Howell hooked up on that. And the scoring looks like this: a 2-yard touchdown by Boylan, followed by a extra point, 2-point conversion by Trevin Volk. Then late in the second half, 13-yard touchdown, Ethan Howell to Laney, wide open in the end zone, and a nice move by Ethan Howell on the ball to get free and be able to make that nice pass.
Yeah,
that
beautiful pass.
Showed some thought process there with the young quarterback. And then the 2-point conversion was a quick pitch on the left-hand side to Hayden Howell, which is a play that I was telling the audience that I would have run when we were up there closer. I would have got that. He's quick on the outside, and it worked the other night. It's like Pleasant Hill does not compensate for that, or some people don't stay home. And so with that, the Cass Communication scoreboard says Brown County 16 and Pleasant Hill nothing. We've just got a couple of minutes left here back in halftime. And so with that, Chuck and I are going to take a quick break, give our voices a break here for the second half. We'll be back with you after these messages.
The Mount Sterling Savings Center, a customer-owned savings bank offering online banking from your computer or mobile phone, allowing you access to your account on your schedule. The Mount Sterling Savings Center is a proud supporter of Brown County athletics. Mount Sterling Savings Center, conveniently located at 201 West Main, the intersections of routes 24 and 99, is a branch of the Beardstown Savings located at 301 South Main. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Renee's Place is the place where people meet in Mount Sterling. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 5:30 to 2 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 5:30 to 8, and Sunday, 8 to 2. Renee's Place, 220 East Main Street. Call 773-9000.
The Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling has been providing superior comfort to West Central Illinois since 1985. Installing Trane and Mitsubishi comfort systems and servicing all brands, the Comfort Man has the best equipment and technicians to keep your family comfortable year-round. Call the Comfort Man Scranton Heating and Cooling at 217-773-2626. That's the Comfort Man at 217-773-2626. Or visit them on the web at comfortman.com.
The Brown County State Bank is proud to support all the Brown County Hornets athletic programs. In fact, we're the only bank offering the Hornet debit card. Every time the card is used at a point of sale, a portion of the proceeds are contributed to the Brown County School. It's our part of our commitment to making them the best they can be. Contact the Brown County State Bank today to get your Hornet debit card at 773-3327. Brown County State Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
When it comes to handling your taxes, ever feel a bit taxed? If so, why not give yourself some well-deserved tax relief and visit Larry Dunn Accounting. Larry and his staff have been helping clients with tax return preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, sales tax, and business consultation since 1980. Put their experience to work for you today. After almost 5 decades in business, their number one priority remains building long-term relationships. Larry Dunn Accounting, 443 East Main Street in Mount Sterling, or call 217-773-3400. The Hendricker Funeral Home, located at 406 South Capitol Avenue in Mount Sterling, has been serving the Brown County and surrounding area for over 40 years. The Hendricker Funeral Home is a proud supporter of Brown County athletics. Jamie and Tracy Hendricker and their staff are proud of their attention to detail, the variety of choices, and dignity given to each and every family that they serve in their time of need. For more information, call Hendricker Funeral Home at 773-3362 or on the web at HendrickerFuneralHome.com.
Farmer State.
Steve Surratt, Chuck Northcutt back with you from Pleasant Hill High School, where it's JV football tonight. Brown County against Pleasant Hill. Just about a minute and a half before we start. Chuck, you said I missed some of the passing stats back there. We had a 35-yard
39-yard reception by Keokum in the first quarter there.
And so
big pass play.
That means Ethan Howell's got what, over 50 yards in passing?
Yeah, it comes out to 49 yards because we lost 3 yards on one. We would have been at 52.
Yep. And so that's what's going on here as we get ready for the second half of play, and I'm hoping the second half goes as fast as the first half did. Muggy night down in Pleasant Hill on this Labor Day with JV football. I want to let you know some of the other things we'll have going on. We should have tomorrow, Susie Houston should be doing junior high softball if everything goes off straight, and I'll be doing junior high baseball with Payson in town. Wednesday, Sandy Prather will have girls softball for you with Quincy Catholic Schools at Brown County. Nothing going on Friday for us, or Thursday. Friday, Sandy Prather will be broadcasting again. The girls will be playing Carthage in softball. And Kevin Dieterle, John Rohr, and I will be headed to Carrollton for the football game Friday night. And you can check Facebook. Most of the girls' softball games will be, in fact, all the girls' softball games will be on Channel 2. If you're looking on the MixLR app, it's 2 at bchornetsports.com. The boys' games will be on Channel 1, and the football game will be on Channel 1. And keep your fingers crossed. Nick tells me we have high-speed internet, so we should be YouTubing it on Friday night from down in Carrollton if you can't make that ball game. Getting ready to start the second half here. Pleasant Hill will kick off, and it'll be Bolt. It'll kick off for Bolton for Pleasant Hill. Up with the ball, on the short side for Brown County is Gavin Montgomery. He takes it and picks up the ball at about between the 25 and 30 and gets them out to the Brown County 47-yard line, and they'll take over 1st and 10. Brown County deferred to the second half. Score here, 16-0, Brown County over Pleasant Hill. And a lot of listeners out there, if you're listening, send us a note on the MixLR app. You can do that. See, Gertis 2 is out there. And Elijah is out there. Bob Hill's out there. Miller is out there. Several others. Send me a message how the broadcast is going. Ball handed up the middle. That is going to be, let's see, Linover. I got to get my name straight again. Linover with that comes straight ahead, and we've got a Pleasant Hill player down on the field. He went down hard. He's holding his arm. Trainer going out. And let's see, who is that young man? I'm showing Reese Thompson here, the freshman, 5'6", 145. And he might have an elbow stinger or something else going on, but the trainer's going to take a look at that. And so it'll be second. We gain of about, call it 3 on that. It'll be second and a long 7 or short 7. And play gets back in. Up to the line is Tristan Surgenson. He's the starting center. In the backfield, Quinn Saxer now getting a play. Given to the second man through. That's going to be Hayden Howell, and he finally gets tackled, but not before he can get the first down. And it looks like he got, I'm going to call it 9 yards on that play. 9 yards for Howell on that play. And that's going to put the ball 1st and 10 for Brown County at the 38-yard line of Pleasant Hill. Coming out of the ball game is Beheimer. And it looks like we've got Hayden Howell, Quinn Saxer at the fullback, and I'm going to say Colby Ward. He's got the ball on the left-hand side, trying to get some running room, but he gets hit one after another. We're going to probably give him just a yard on that. Boy, Chuck, that was a hard yard.
Yeah, it was.
He ended up getting hit by 4 people on that play. Finally brought him down. Ward comes back out, back into the ball game is Cole Beheimer. Remember Cole, great center fielder for that 8th grade team that went to state last year in junior high baseball. Man in motion is Hayden Howell. Back to throw is Ethan Howell, and he drops the ball, but Brown County got on the ball. Nice heads-up play there by the lineman, Marcus Perry, to get on that ball. And so we're going to lose, I'm going to call it 5 yards on that play. Going to put us back to the 43-yard line. We were down to at least the 38. It'll be 3rd down and about, I'm going to call it 13 or 14 by the time they end up getting it marked. Ethan Howell under center. Given to the second man through, that is Hayden Howell, and he gets hit. He gets down to the 35-yard line. Ball started on the 43. Going to give him an 8-yard gain, but they still need about 6 for the first down. Ball down to the 35. 4th and 6 for Brown County. In with for the play is Sam Carr. Going out is Hayden Howell. So it'll be Carr, Beheimer, and Linover in the backfield as Ethan Howell steps under center. Man in motion is Carr. Given to him on the right-hand side. He's got some running room. He doesn't get the first down, though, as he gets out to about the 32-yard line. Gain of 3. Gain of 3. He got about half of what he needed there. And no, I guess I was wrong. He got down to the 24. So he got an 11-yard gain, Chuck.
It didn't seem like 11, did it?
No, it sure didn't, but he got an 11-yard gain on that and a first down. Under center's Howell, man in motion. Given to Quinn Saxer on the right-hand side, that veer-off tackle. Ball is going to get marked from the 28 down to, I'm going to say, the 24, 23-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 5. 5-yard gain on that play. 2nd and 5 in the backfield. Linover at the fullback. Beheimer out there. Carr out there. Carr in motion. Given to Linover up the middle. He's going to get several yards on that play. And it's going to be another first down as the ball was on the 23. And the ball is marked at the, I'm going to say 16, 7-yard gain. Or is it more than that?
I was thinking 16 or 17-yard line there.
7-yard gain. Howell under center. Man in motion is Carr, given to the fullback up the middle, Quinn Saxer, but we're going to have illegal procedure on Brown County as we had two people moving at the same time. The fullback decided, Saxer, he would go just a little bit early on that. Carr will come out of the ball game, and let's see who came in for him. It'll be Hayden Howell back in for him. It'll be 1st and 15 for Brown County. Markered in the backfield now at one of the wings. Man in motion is Howell. Ball fumbled, and it's going to be recovered by Pleasant Hill as the quarterback didn't get it stuck in the gut of the back, and it went to the ground. And nice fumble recovery by number 75, which is Wade Barnes, sophomore, 5'9", 325. Big boy gets a big ball recovery there at the 21-yard line. And I'm going to say we lost 5 yards on that play. And I don't know who to give the 5 yards to. Got to be to the quarterback.
Yeah.
So we're going to take 5 yards off of Ethan Howell's yardage, which is probably nothing as far as running's concerned. One split to the left, two to the right. Quarterback is Dolbear, as we found out how to pronounce his name. Low snap. He takes the ball off tackle and is finally tackled after he's gained 4 or 5 yards. And I'm going to say it was Marcus Perry that made the tackle. Let's see here. No, Jacob Lanning. Jacob Lanning making that tackle. 52. Nice job on that by Mr. Lanning. It looks like Beheimer's coming in for Colby Ward to play the safety position. Our corners are Hayden Howell and Colin Boylan. Two to the right, one to the left. Ball handed off to the first man through, and that's going to be Walston, and he's going to get caught for a loss of yards. First play, they got 5 yards. The second play, they lost 3. Walston with a 3-yard loss, and that'll make it 3rd down and 8. 3rd and 8 for Pleasant Hill. 4:09 left here in the third quarter. Brown County 16, Pleasant Hill nothing on the Cass Communication scoreboard. Dolbear comes back in with the play. Muggy night here in Pleasant Hill. One split to the left, two to the right. Dolbear at the shotgun. He's going to take it himself off tackle, and he is tackled just about a yard across the line.
He's still making momentum there.
He did. And here's what happened. And Brown County ended up with the football, I believe, unless they're going to say he was down. The initial hit there for Brown County was made by...
They gave him the first down out of it.
Gabe Blakely. And ball was on the 22 and gets out to the 32. 10-yard gain on that, Chuck. And that'll be all given to Dolbear. Now they've changed him back out. Johnson's back in the ball game. 2 split right, 1 to the left. Johnson in the shotgun. He's going to go right on a veer, and he's going to be tackled in the backfield by a multitude of Brown County people. On the bottom of that pile was Marcus Perry. Briar Linover in on that tackle. Several people by the time it was done.
They might have lost 2 yards.
Lost 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 12. And so Johnson lost 2 yards on that play. He's back in and still a quarterback. They're interchanging quarterback. But in the backfield has been consistently Walston is one of the players. Quarterback again keeps the football.
No, he handed off.
Did he?
Yep,
he did to Bolton.
Yeah, Bolton.
And he got one of the 2 back. I'll give him credit for a yard there. He worked awful hard on it. And so we're down to 2 minutes and 8 seconds left here in the third quarter of this football game. Again, we thank you for listening and being a part of our broadcast tonight. We kind of out of our own shell here, and like I said, it's a little more difficult to call a ball game here, but we're making do. Back in is Dolbear. He's going to roll right, throws right, got a wide open receiver out there, I believe, a Joshua James, I believe. Is that 21 that made the catch? I believe it was. I believe that was Joshua James. Yes, it was Joshua James. And he ended up getting, I'm going to call it 3 yards on that, Chuck. 3-yard pass play. Nice defense by the Brown County secondary on that. You got Volk out there on the outside. You've got Hayden Howell out there on the outside. 2 to the left. James comes out to the left-hand side. Quarterback is Dolbear still. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. He's rolling left, throwing left, and again, there's James on the short pass, but he's going to be short of the first down. He's going to get to the 39, and of the 8 yards, he got all but one of them. He got 7 yards out of the play, and they'll turn over the ball to Brown County on downs at the Pleasant Hill 41. 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. Brown County leading 16-0 on the Cass Communication scoreboard. Looks like we're going to have a backfield of Linover at the fullback. It'll be Beheimer and Hayden Howell. That'll be your offense for Brown County, the backfield. Waiting for the play. Bringing that in for Brown County is one of their linemen, Ethan Oliver, into the ball game. Ethan Howell under center gives it to the second man through. That's going to be Beheimer. He's got the corner turned just about, but not before Dolbear happens to catch him from behind. But that was a good run. He's going to get, I'm going to call it 7 yards out of that, Chuck.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It'll be 2nd and 3. Again, Chuck Northcutt helping us out tonight, being our second set of eyes that we need. His first time. Man in motion is Carr, and the ball gets loose again on a bad exchange up the middle between the quarterback and the fullback. And I believe Colby Wirt was the fullback that time. I didn't see him shuttle in there. And so they'll turn it over on another fumble. And what is that, about 4 for them tonight?
I believe so. It's 3rd or 4th.
And so with that, with 8.8 seconds left, Pleasant Hill will take over on their own 30-yard line. Stay tuned after the game. We'll give the Casting Lumber post-game show. We'll make it a quick show because we got an hour drive home. And James out to the left, one of the wide receivers out to the left. The other one is Coy. And who we got? Dolbear back there at the quarterback. And he fumbles the football and tries to go forward, but he's going to lose yardage on that. And he's going to lose about 3 yards on that play. That's where they're going to end up marking it. And so let's see, it's back to the 25. They lost 5 yards on that play by mine, Chuck. Loss of 5 on the play, and that's the end of the third quarter action. Brown County 16 and Pleasant Hill nothing. We'll be back for the fourth quarter after these messages.
Bank and Trust Company Mount Sterling would like to wish the Hornets best of luck this season. A local bank with local people, local decisions, and local investments. The Farmers State Bank and Trust has been serving the financial needs of Brown County for over 100 years. Visit them today for all your banking needs at the main bank in Mount Sterling, the For Sales branch, the Timewell branch, or the branch located inside the IGA in Mount Sterling. Farmers State Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
The Ray Insurance Agency is an independent insurance agency in Mount Sterling. We offer competitively priced insurance products that fit the needs of you and your family. We specialize in personal, commercial, and agribusiness insurance products. So call me, Brad Cassing, today at 217-773-3851 for a free quote and risk assessment. We are located at 128 West Main Street in Mount Sterling. Our phone number is 217-773-3851.
Steve Surratt and Chuck Northcutt back with you on the broadcast here from Pleasant Hill. Junior varsity football, not junior high football, junior varsity football. First game of the year for these guys, and Brown County is leading on that Cass Communication scoreboard 16-0. And Chuck, you said one series of downs. We had the ball for 4 minutes. We had a couple of minutes. We're controlling the football, but we're making a lot of errors in the process. We've lost the football about 4 times. Our penalties, several penalties tonight that have cost us quite a bit on the penalty side of the football.
Yeah, first half we had 5 penalties for 30 yards, and we've had 1 more in the second half.
James and Coy to the right, and I don't know who the other person is. Dolbear back there, quarterback again. Ball centered to him again, low, rolling right on his heels, and a ball hits off of Coy's hands, his knee, and then goes out of bounds. So incomplete pass. It'll be 3rd down, and I'm going to call it 15 is what they're saying. 3rd down and 15. 3rd and 15. The ball is sitting on the 25-yard line. They need to get to the 40 for a first down. James and Coy to the right, left-hand side, got 1. 2 in the backfield, or I should say single back in the backfield. They've gone with the tight end on both sides now, or one side. Dolbear rolls right, looking for a receiver downfield, chucks it, and Carr almost makes an interception.
Almost had it.
There was no blue shirts really in the vicinity to catch that ball. Carr did a good job. He got 1 hand on it, but boy, if he could have got 2.
I think he could have been going with it if he had.
Again, we're seeing a lot of talent here, folks. We're making a lot of young player mistakes, but the baseball, basketball, football are very bright and shining.
Yeah, they are.
In Brown County for several more years. Back to punt the ball is Bolton, and we really don't have anybody back because they're not expecting that. Ball's going to go out of bounds at the, I'm going to say, 39-yard line is what this official's saying. I don't know how it's his call. The official over there. Now the official on that side, he's marking it down further. So who they going with? They should go with the far guys marking, but they're not. They're going with the guy on this side. That's interesting. The guy furthest away from the football made the call. As Brown County comes to the line, I'm trying to see who we've got in the backfield. Beheimer in the backfield.
Looks like Wart's quarterback now.
Ward at quarterback. Under center, wishbone formation. He's going to bootleg it. He's got wide open territory. Let's see if he can make it all the way. He's at the 30, the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Colby Wart with a, I'm going to say, 61-yard running touchdown by Colby Ward out of the quarterback position. They did a quarterback bootleg. Everything else went right. Colby went left. And on Pleasant Hill side of the ball, nobody stayed home.
Nope.
And when people don't stay home, there's a problem. And so Brown County gets on the board again. It's 22-0. Brown County over Pleasant Hill with 9:23 left. And Brown County's done this with just seconds off in this quarter. Under is Wart. In motion is Carr. Ball handed up the middle. Quinn Saxer for the extra point. Saxer gets the PAT for 2 points. And it is Brown County 24 and Pleasant Hill nothing on the Cass Communications scoreboard. With 9:23 left in the fourth quarter, we'll be back.
Sterling Implement Company takes vertical tillage to the max with the Turbo Max from Great Plains. With its hydraulically adjusted gangplank, the Turbo Max gives you lots of options. In the fall, you can run the machine at an angle to bury more residue. And in the spring, you can run it straight to create an excellent vertically tilled seedbed, all to help you achieve the best yields. Call Mount Sterling Implement at 773-2216 in Mount Sterling, Illinois today to see what Turbo Max can do for you. Mount Sterling Implement and Great Plains. Harvest starts here.
Western Illinois FCA offers many opportunities to show Jesus Christ to the coaches, teachers, and athletes in our area. This is Jack Hall, along with Todd Sweatman, our director, and Julie Ross from the Quincy area. I am an area ambassador for Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and we would like to show you how you can start a small group huddle at your school on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. just give us a call at 217-473-5151 or 217-370-2008, or go to Western ILFCA for more information. That's westernilfca.org for more information. Our next home team.
Steve Surratt, Chuck Northcutt back with you. Ball's going to be taken by Dolbear at about the 25. He's across the 40, and he's going to be knocked out at about the 41-yard line. A nice 16-yard return by Dolbear on that. Got the ball moved quickly. And I tell you what, Chuck, this Pleasant Hill team has got a lot of bright spots. But one of the things, I'm an ex-center, and if you're going to run a shotgun offense, you've got to make good snaps from the center to the quarterback, and that means they're right here. They're just above the waist, about the belly button.
Looks about like everything's been on the ground, just about every snap they've had.
Yeah. And so I hated long snapping, but I got good at it because I didn't want to get chewed out. And it looks like somebody got their bell rung. It looks like Reese Thompson may have got his bell rung on that. And that they're very precautionary with concussion protocol and those things, anything to the head. And so start the time clock as the injury is over. 9:16 left in the fourth quarter. Out to the right-hand side is Joshua James along with Coy. Those two seem to travel in the circles. No, they're going to move them over to the left-hand side. Bolton also now going over to left end. Now timeout by Pleasant Hill. There was a total mix-up there, Chuck, about what they wanted to run.
I saw that.
And the coach called timeout and said, hey, the guys that were supposed to be on the left were on the right and vice versa. Something didn't get communicated correctly in the huddle. And, those are young mistakes, first game of the year mistakes that clubs are going to make. But like I said, from the Pleasant Hill side, there's lots of bright spots they have for the offense. And what I have seen that's, mess them up the most is when that center can't get the snap to the quarterback and they're running this wildcat type of offense. It slows that quarterback down. They're about 3 steps late getting into the hole.
Dolbear, he's just a freshman. He's throwing 500 tonight. He's 3 for 6.
And done a good job moving with the football. Dolbear back in the shotgun, single back formation as they've got an end now. And he's going to veer off on the right-hand side. He's got 5-10, and he's going to they're going to call it 10 yards as his knee went down at the 50, and they're saying first down. So 10 yards for Dolbear. That's a straight quarterback keeper veer off of the right tackle. A lot of what they've run tonight, they're pushing the end of the tackle or pushing everything on the inside.
Yep.
And trying to open up that hole, and your defensive backs then got to come up and make that play. Your linebacker can't get caught inside. Otherwise, just exactly what happens. Brown County now in looks like I'm going to say, it looks like a 6-2 defense because those linebackers are almost playing a defensive end out there. And so
I think they're trying to contain us outside.
The legal procedure, 5-yard penalty, going to set the ball back to the North Green 45-yard line.
Pleasant Hill,
excuse me. You got me thinking North Green again.
That's the first penalty Pleasant Hill's had tonight.
Dolbear back there at the quarterback position. Ball back to him. Nice snap, but he handed off and took it back, and he's going to get almost 15 yards. Well, no, he's going to be about a yard short of the first down. He's down to the 39. We're going to give him 14 yards on that carry. Did a really good job of even fooling me where he stuck the ball into the back's gut and then pulled it out at the last minute and kept the ball himself. He saw the opening up front and said, I'm going to take those yards. 14 of them. James and Coy to the left-hand side. 32 to the right-hand side. In is Johnston into the quarterback position for this carry. As Dolbear looked like he got the wind knocked out of him. Johnson, same kind of play, but he went a little wide, got hit initially by Carr, and then finally brought down by a couple of Brown County tacklers out there.
These two quarterbacks, Pleasant Hill, they don't give up when they get hit. They keep on digging.
They come over to the sideline, take a break while the other one goes in for a while.
What do you think he got, 6?
I'm going to say he got 6 yards on that, yes. And so coming to the line, it's going to be Johnson again at quarterback. James and Coy to the left, 32 to the right. A single setback, that's Walston in the backfield. And Bolton is at the end. And again, a veer off the left-hand side. He comes back toward the middle. He's still on his feet, not being tackled, being still on his feet. And finally, Brown County gets enough people to bring him down. The ball started on the 36, and it ended up at the 19-yard line. Be a 17-yard gain, and it should have been no more than 7 or 8. But a great effort there by Johnson at the quarterback. He comes out after the big run, and Dolbear comes back in as they keep a fresh running quarterback in there all the time.
Yeah, they do.
And so he lines up in the shotgun with Walston his only setback. 2 to the left, 1 to the right on that. He's going to keep the ball around the left-hand side, but he's going nowhere this time, as I'm going to make sure 58 for Brown County would be Tate McCaskill. Big tackle there. No gain on that. Tate said he ain't going nowhere with me. Roped him up, put him to the ground. Wart goes off to the sidelines. Off to the sidelines also is Dalton Rice for Brown County. New people in all over the place with Brown County leading 24-0. 5:40 left here in the fourth quarter. James and Coy to the right, 32 to the left. Single back is Walston. He's on the left-hand side of the quarterback, Dolbear. Now he's moving to the right side. Now the coach is saying timeout.
Yeah, they didn't get it right. Game if they hadn't.
He was took him too long to run that play. With that, with 24-0, with just a few minutes left here in the fourth quarter, on that Cass Communication scoreboard, we'll be back after this message.
Banquet will be on September 22nd at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday at Hamilton's Catering in Western Illinois. FCA offers many opportunities to show Jesus Christ to the coaches, teachers, and athletes in our area. This is Jack Hall, along with Todd Sweatman, our director, and Julie Ross from the Quincy area. I am an area ambassador for Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and we would like to show you how you can start a small group huddle at your school on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. Just give us a call at 217-473-5151 or 217-370-2008, or go to Western ILFCA for more information. That's westernilfca.org for more information. Our next home team banquet will be on September 22nd at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday at Hamilton's Catering in Jacksonville. Go to westernilfca.org for more information. Isaac Bruce from the Rams will be our speaker. Join us for FCA of Western Illinois. Dear West.
Steve Surratt and Chuck Northcutt. Chuck got me laughing there. And a play got run by
Walston.
Walston ran the ball to the right, and we're going to give him about 3 yards on that play. No, on that play. Or I should I say, how many yards did he get, Chuck? 3?
I think it was 3.
Okay. And so it's going to be 3rd down and 3 for Pleasant Hill. Dolbear comes back in the ball game at the quarterback position. And Bolton is going to go to the right-hand side for the tight end. Ball handed off this time to Walston, and he's going to lose yardage. It's going to be 4th down, and I'm going to say at least 5. 4th down and 5 for the Pleasant Hill Wolves. Coach is trying to tell him what he needs to do as far as handing the ball off. Dolbear's a freshman, 5'9", and 135 pounds. He and Aiden Johnson, who's a sophomore, 5'10", and 558 or 158. have been doing a really good job back there.
Yeah.
And got the bulk of their yardage. Dolbear at the quarterback. He goes right. He's looking to pass the ball. He's being pressured and has to throw the ball. As coming down on him to bring him down was Gavin Montgomery. And that'll be an incomplete pass. And Brown County will take over on downs. 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line with just 3:47 left here in the fourth quarter. So, Chuck, your first night of broadcasting, what do you think?
I'm loving it. We're having a good time here.
You know, like I say, if I say North Green, it's because Chuck's originally from North Green. We've been reminiscing about the old days. For me, that's pretty old. And let's see, timeout Brown County. With that, Brown County leading 24-0 with 3:47 left on the Cass Communications scoreboard. We'll be back after these messages.
Western Grain Service is your progressive feed and grain resource for Western Illinois. They offer a full range of feed products for all species and many grain merchandising opportunities with locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Western Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461 or on the web at dearwestergrain.com.
Just like that, the kids are back in school, the summer's over, and we're back to doing homework in the evenings with our wonderful children. Nothing makes this scenario more magical than having a reliable internet connection to get all the homework complete, followed by everyone off to bats in bed. So after that dream is over and the kids are finally doing their homework, make sure you have a strong internet connection. Call CASCOM today at 1-800-252-1799.
Steve Surratt, Chuck Norcutt back with you on BCHornetsports.com as we're in the fourth quarter with just 3:47 left here in the JV football game. Brown County leading 24-0. Riley Roan checking in. Colby Ward under center, double wing formation. Man in motion is Carr, and the ball's going around. Wart's got it around the right side, and he's going to get about 6 yards on that play. Let's see where they end up marking it at. Yeah, I'm going to give him 6 on that. 6 yards by Ward on the right-hand side. Plays away from us. Really hard sometimes to see who's got the football because it's not the brightest out there.
Colby's tough. I'm showing him 3 carries with 68 yards. One of them's a touchdown.
And they're watching him now. After they got burnt on that veer, or the quarterback keeper. Quinn Saxer in the backfield. Carr back there. I believe Beheimer. Freshman getting a lot of work. This is gonna
kept it again. No.
This is going to be your freshman backfield on your freshman games. And you're going to see these kids playing a lot on JV because they're good athletes. And that's when I say Brown County is going to be good in baseball, basketball, and football. It's because the kids that we have coming up, I mean, as a whole, are just premier athletes.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing, Chuck. They're great human beings also. These kids look out for each other, pull for each other, have good, clean fun. I've been around them, particularly the freshman class. I spent a lot of time football and basketball around those guys. Under center is Wart, and he fakes the quarterback keeper, and it goes the other direction. That's going to be Beheimer. No, Sam Carr. Sam Carr with the carry. He's going to get a first down. Ball started on the 15. And it's going to get out to the 25. So a 10-yard gain for Sam Carr on that play for a first down. And Colby Wart's doing the one thing you want to do to make sure that bootleg works. When he hands the ball off, he carries the fake off to the other side. Now, the only thing he's got to watch, Don Kemp would have said, hit the quarterback every time if it looks like he's got the football.
That's the way our coaches were in school.
Wart, bootleg this time. He's going to get a few yards, zigs and zags, and he's going to run away from everybody. It's a 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Ball was on the 25. That's a 75-yard touchdown for the freshman Colby Wart on the bootleg. That's a second bootleg. They had an opportunity He cut inside. The guy went with him, and so he zigged back to the outside after he took that step. Nice bit of footwork there by Colby Ward, as the score now reads Brown County 30 and Pleasant Hill nothing, with 1:43 left here in the ball game. Wonderful job in the backfield and on the line tonight for Brown County. The thing that's killed them is penalties. Carr and Beheimer. Sacks are in the backfield, given to Carr around the right-hand side, and he's in for the two-point conversion. Gas Communication scoreboard now says Brown County 32 and Pleasant Hill nothing, with just a minute and 43 seconds left. We'll be back after these messages.
It's been our legacy year after year, and we're proud of our heritage. At Prairieland FS, our focus has been on improving growers' profitability by developing leading products and services to advance operations. Year after year, we've been committed to pointing the way forward because we know that opportunity lies around the next corner and not behind the last one. So visit prairielandfs.com and let's get you headed towards your next success. FS, bringing you what's next.
Steve Surratt, Chuck Norcutt, back with you from Pleasant Hill High School. Got it right that time, Chuck. And JV football game, as we're at the end of close to the end of the fourth quarter, a minute and 43 left. It's Brown County 32 and Pleasant Hill nothing. We're going to cut the postgame show short. Casting Lumber is a sponsor for that. Hometown family-owned lumber and hardware store. They can help you start or finish any job, inside, outside, big or small. Stop by and see how they can help you get the job done. Supporting hometown schools and families for 45 years. Casting Lumber Company, Route 99 South, Mount Sterling. Call 773-2611. And I say short, we're going to just kind of do the highlights. It's been a very lopsided ball game, so we're not going to dwell on things, but we'll just give some of the highlights as far as who were the high runners in the ball game. And Colby Ward is number one now.
Yeah, he's at 143 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Wow. Awesome night, and he's just played quarterback here in the fourth quarter. 4 carries in the fourth. 4
carries, 143 yards
in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
I believe he didn't get anything in the third, did he?
No,
all in the
just
fourth.
Punt returns, kickoff.
And Boylan kicks the ball off. That's going to be a deep.
Good boot.
Good beat. Dolbear's got to go back to his 15 to get that ball, but he's got some momentum and gets about a 18-yard return out to the 33-yard line.
I see a lot of promise in Dolbear. That boy is just a freshman.
Yeah, they like I said, Pleasant Hill's got some things to hang their hats on here with this team. Again, 1 penalty, but the other mistakes that they've had, like I said, just the small things that they need to take care of, and they wasted some timeouts because people didn't know where they were supposed to be. They've wasted some good runs because the ball's not being snapped the way it needs to be snapped to that shotgun quarterback. They're doing a wildcat. They do a wildcat with either 2 backs back there with him. He's kind of in the fullback position taking that snap. So if you want to understand what a wildcat is, it's essentially the ball being hiked to a halfback. And sometimes he will option that ball to someone else. And what we've seen Dolbear do is he's able and does a really good job of sticking it in the other back's gut, keeping his hands on it, reading the play, and then pulling it back when he sees that he can veer outside, that everybody from the outside's coming in. He veers to the outside and picks up the yardage.
I think they called that timeout because Dolbear's stepped off for a breather. He got Johnson back in there at quarterback now.
And so it'll be 1st and 10 for Pleasant Hill from about the 34-yard line, or they're saying 33 on the scoreboard. I'm going to say that Dan's probably got a better view over there from the scoreboard than we've got here.
That's pretty much right in front of him.
And so Dan Peebles, nice guy, and if you don't know this, a great cook. Been to some things where he's cooked and done a great job. Ball hiked to Johnson, giving the ball to the halfback on that one. I believe it was Walston that carried the football. It was. And he's going to get about, I'll be nice, I'm going to give him 2 yards on that, Chuck. It's going to be 2nd and a long 8. Mostly freshmen out there now for Brown County, as I see a lot of the freshman jerseys out there. They're getting a quarter of play in. The sophomores getting arrested. A lot of those sophomores got some playing time the other night. Let's see what happens. James and Coy to the right. Bolton tight end on the right. One split on the left. Ball to Johnston. Handed off to Walston. He's going to fight forward, and he's going to get about 3 yards on that. If I gave him 2 the last time, I got to give him 4 on that one. It's going to be 3rd and a long 4. Johnson back in at quarterback. Walston the lone setback. James and Coy come to the right, 32 to the left. Tight end is on the right-hand side with the 2 receivers. Given to Johnson, given to Walston. He's hit in the backfield just as he gets the football. And Ethan Oliver made that stop in the backfield. And a loss of yardage on that play. And that's the end of the ball game, folks. It is Brown County 32 and Pleasant Hill nothing. And post-game brought to you by Cassing Lumber Company, your local hometown lumber and hardware store. I tell you what, they've helped me finish a lot of jobs. You know, Chuck, you get to where you need to be and you don't have what you want. They've got it, or they can get it. And one of the things I like to talk about Cassing Lumber Company is during the cold weather this last winter, how many store owners do you know that would put their cell phone number out there for people to call them if you have a busted pipe?
Oh, yeah.
There's the man, the legend, Dan Peebles. And I was commenting, you still cooking? Man can cook a good meal. Hey, you can tell where I remember things from. All you have to do is look at me. But, Chuck, you got some stats for us. We'll try to go through them fairly quick here.
Yeah, I'm working on them here just real quick.
With that, we'll take a quick station break, and we'll be back after these messages.
Like a coach preparing their team for a new season, Doug and Darren, your ASC certified technicians at Henry Automotive, will make sure your vehicle is ready for whatever season is ahead. Henry Automotive provides dealership quality auto repair and service at hometown prices. Henry Automotive, located at 1157 690th East Street in Mount Sterling. Just turn north at the KC Hall onto Damon Road, drive 1.8 miles, and look for the big blue and yellow sign, or call Henry Automotive at 773-9066.
When it comes to your money, local is better.
This has been another broadcast of the Brown County Hornets on bchornetsports.com, your sports source for Brown County sports and more. Today's sponsors included All About Dance and More, B&N Trucking, Brown County State Bank, Cass Communications, Dear Wester Grain, Double K Firearms, Farmer State Bank and Trust Company, Mount Sterling, Country Financial Agents Larry Grady and Jacob Giesler, L. Grady Realty, Farmer State Bank, Griggsville, Helena Chemical Company and Matt Held, Henriker Funeral Home, Henry Automotive, Cassing Lumber Company, Larry Dunn Accounting, Main Street Repair, Mount Sterling Implement, Mount Sterling Savings Center, Moreland and Devitt Pharmacy, Prairie Land FS, Ray Insurance, Renee's Place, Rustic Garden, Scranton Heating and Cooling, and York Tire. Thank you for listening to the Brown County Hornets on bchornetsports.com, your source for Brown County sports and more.